Oh, Nelly. What's torn apart look like? Baba is group. Group is you. Rock is push. I don't know what group means, but it probably means that I die on the water. What if I say... What? That... Wait. Okay. What the hell is this? What is group? This is an interesting mechanic. I can push Baba is group over here and then push Baba is you. And then now I can say group is you. And then I die. Group is Baba. Okay. I don't know what the hell group is. This is really, really weird. I don't... This is a brand new mechanic, apparently. I can say group is Baba, Baba is you, group is you. I can push this is into place. Say rock is push. Baba is you is push. Okay, that's not gonna work. Dude, group is push. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. And if I say rock is group, then that could also do something, apparently. So if I do that, then that means that everything in my group is now pushable. I guess. And that was a solution. So that's something. Okay, vital ingredients. What is this one? Skull is open, group, bat is push. So I can push around. I guess I can say skull is group, and now basically anything that is group means that I can push it. So I guess what I would say is if I do group is push and then skull is group, I suppose that means now that anything that skulls are now in the group and I can push them. So now I would say, I guess I would push the skull along that conveyor belt. And then if I say bat is now in the group, I could probably push the bat up there. And once they're both up there, all I need to do is say that both the bat and the skull are in the same group, and that they are also push and open. So if I say skull, skull, bat is bat, so that's fine. I can't do that. If I say, let's get all these things kind of arranged. So I could say bat is group is push. Okay, if I say bat is group, skull is group, group is push. Oh, okay, I see it. So I have skull is in the wrong position here, but I can say skull up here is group, open, push. And now I can shovel this stuff in and get the flag. So that's one thing. So I guess basically group means that well, you can probably figure it out. It just means that everything is grouped together. All right, backstage. Baba is you. Ghost is push. Keke is this sort of stuff. Flag is win. Skull is probably defeat. Wall is stop. Keke is push. Baba is you. I can now push it down the conveyor belt. That's interesting. Ghost is push. Keke is fall. Keke is move. Ghost is ghost. Keke can become a ghost. And that works for me. We might as well just kill Keke real quick. And now I can say that ghost is push again. Alright, so now I can do that. Alright. Let's get that Keke positioned a little bit differently. So, if we say Keke is push, we can get him there. We can say Keke is fall. So that'll get him to fall down. Come over here real quick. And then I can push Keke again. And if I could... If I could find a way to have... I'm guessing I need some way to push Baba is you to the right. But I don't really know how to do that. I could push, like... Because I guess I probably want to have Keke... I guess I probably want to have Keke over here. And then have him go along and push the is win down. And then... If I did that... I think I see what I need to do here. So, I kind of need a way to push Baba is you to the left. But the belt is currently shifting. So I need a way to push Baba is you to the right so that Keke can fall down correctly. So, if I do Ghost is fall now, the ghost will fall on top of Keke, which is kind of hilarious. I can now do... The other thing that I can do is just have the ghost kinda... This would be kind of amusing. Let's come over here. Have the ghost positioned to move back and forth. Something like that. So ghost is move, he's gonna push back and forth. And then if I come over here, I can then push Baba is you through. The ghost will not do what I expected at all, in that the ghost is gonna... The ghost is gonna behave really strangely compared to what I expected. What I kind of wanted is that if we now say ghost is move, Keke is ghost. Well, we don't want to do Keke is ghost. I guess we could do ghost is fall at some point, so it kind of works out. If I had the ability to push this through, so we do get you, which means that there is something I can do, actually. I could have, let's push this over here. I can now say that, I push that there. Push that up there. And now I push the Baba is you to the right. We will get the ghost to push along until I become Keke. And that becomes really interesting. Because now what I can do is I can actually turn the belt off, which should make life a lot easier. So now that that's the case, we can go ahead and come over here and we can push. We can become Baba again, because I've been Keke for like 30 seconds and I already kind of want to explode. So what I would like to do, well, I guess I'm stuck as him. Yeah. If I say that Keke, we do have Ghost as push. I just made the Ghost fall, which is kind of amusing. So one thing that the Ghost did, when I turned the belt off, the Ghost pushed Baba is you into kind of an annoying spot. So let's go ahead and just keep pushing the text all the way through. And then we're gonna become Baba, so that's kind of nice. Become Keke again. And we're gonna become Baba again, as well as Keke. That's kind of not really what I want. So let's come over here. Let's say Keke is no longer you. But we do want Keke to be push. So we'll start making that happen. And we'll get Keke there. We'll make Keke fall. And we'll just push him. We'll push him there. That will get him ready to do flag as win. So I can come over here. I can then push flag as win down. And then we're going to make it so that Keke is no longer anything fall or move. I'm going to go ahead and make Keke Baba because, you know, victory doesn't count unless it's a Baba victory, and then we can move on the flag and then we can win that way. Now we've done that. Hey everybody, welcome back to Baba Is You. Today's Keith's birthday. Let's go back to playing Coronation. I, once again, had one of those nights where I just wake up and I know exactly what the solution is. So what we want to have, I think, is we want to have swap. I think, okay, let's get... I think that on a high level, what I want to do is I want to have swap on the rock, and then I want to step down onto the rock like this and have win in position over here, because I think that I'll push the rock into place at the same time that it swaps win on top of me, and then I will get the, I think that that's how I'll do it. I think that's the way that I'll be able to get this to work in the end. So, I think I need to take push off, and then I need to push swap onto the rock, and then I guess I want probably something like text is win, like that. And then once I get the rock here, text is swap, so I'll push the rock, which will then cause the swap to get out of the way, which will then push win on top of me, and I think I'll win that way. That's it. Over in the blink of an eye. It really does, like, it happens every time I come back to playing this game, honestly. Every time I come back, I just immediately know what the solution is, and I just dive right into it, so... There you go, that was Coronation. We can at least go on to Coronation, which is not equal to Causation, and just see what the hell this is all about. Huh, more swapping. That sounds fun, not? Rock is win, text is push. Text is win. Yay! So Keke is you, lava and rock is defeat. So if I touch the rock, I die, which is kind of amusing. Text is swap. So now I can push push everything along in a really weird fashion. So I could say push that over there. Ow. Huh. Yeah, they're gonna be kind of hard pressed to get me to do another swap mechanic tonight. That's too much headache territory. I could I don't need to push swap all the way over there first. I can start by just pushing rock and then win and then push. And, you know, this way, basically all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to maneuver the text so that what I could do is swap defeat out of the way. So if I do this, then as soon as I push everything over, what I expected to happen was that I'd be able to swap defeat out. What instead happened is nothing. So I guess what I really wanted is this. Text is rock is text. Yay, nothing can ever win. Can I do text is rock? You bet your sweet ass I can. Boom, everything's become rocks and I immediately lose. Alright. If I now say that I just push everything over there. I thought for sure I had a pretty bright idea trying to swap out the text by just pushing it all along that bottom area. If I do this, text is now swap, and I just oh right, I can't get that to work. Yeah, you'd think I could have just done that. Be kind of funny if the lava was swap. Let's see. Keke is you, lava, and rock is defeat. Even a simple level like this can be deceptively difficult. Considering this is one of the extra levels, I have very much learned that they are not easy at all. I have never looked at one of the extra levels and been like, oh, that's a gas, that ain't so difficult. No, pretty much every single time I've been like, that's horrible. That's the worst level I've ever done so far. And to think that there are like secret levels and crap in this game that I haven't even uncovered yet, that's gonna be fun. All right. Text is win might be the answer, but I can't stand on the text, so I mean, you know, no, by default text is always push. So unless I make, wait, hold on. I think we've already been over this once before, right? where if I make it like win and swap at the same time, I'll be able to like be victorious. Like, all I need to do is just swap, win, and yeah, I see what I need to do. I've learned. So I just need to find some clever way of swapping win into place with something else, and then I can just immediately, like, yeah. It's sort of like text to swap, and then if I had a way to do, ow. If I had a way to do text is when, oh yeah, rock is swap is another interesting idea, where I could potentially attempt to use the rock to like swap some of the text at the same time. Okay, so if I move the rock onto the lava, I wonder what interesting shenanigans can happen. Huh. Okay. If I have text is swap set up like this, text is win, and then I have swap like that. Huh. I wonder if the rock will prevent the text from being moved. So if I do text is when, I think I need to use the rock and the text in conjunction so that I get stuff swapped onto each other. So maybe, what happens if I do this though, where I have, let's push this over here. If I set this up so that text, hang on. If I do like rock is swap, but then if I had text as swap in place, if only I had the rock like here, and then if I had win kind of set up like that. Rock is swap, or text is swap. Yeah, so I can't really do something like that. Although I could do rock as text. That would be kind of interesting. But then I think that I want the rock to not be something that swaps. But then maybe I want the rock. What if I do something like this, where rock is push, has a way of pushing is into text is swap. Oops, I don't want to do that. I definitely don't want to turn the rock into text right now. If I do something like this, Text is swap. And then if I had a way to set up so rock is pushed like that. Text is swap now leads to me being on the rock. That's getting very interesting. So that had some potential there. So I was able to make the stuff swap by then swapping positions with the rock. And then from here though, I don't have text as win set up in a very easy fashion. I mean, hang on. I could set up this, though. If I do this... Oh, but text needs to be swapped for that to work. Text is still swapped, so if I move, the text over like that, rock is push is back into place. I could say oh man, this is getting really interesting. This is about the closest I've come to a solution at this point, though. Is having rock is pushed like that. Text is swap. I mean, I haven't really messed around with having this stuff flipped around and pushing it from the left, which might have different conclusions here. Which would be something like that. But then I don't want to have that set up just yet. Be something like this, where we have text is left set up on the left side, right? Text is left, text is swap like that. I could then push things like that. Yeah, there's something not quite right about having it like that, though. Okay, push that up there. So rock is now push. I can get text to swap into position like that. And then I can swap the text around and then die on the rock. Yeah, there was something to be said about having this stuff like this. And then I swapped positions with the rock. So I have rock is... Okay, that's interesting. I now have rock is on me, and I'm is. So if I just had a way of getting text is win on here at the same time, then stuff could be really fascinating. I wonder if what I really want to be doing is pushing from above instead of to the left. There might be better advantages to doing that. So if I have like rock is push and I have text is swap up here, and then I have win sequenced down at the bottom. I have something like that set up. Rock is push. I then push that down. The text is on me, but I think that what I want is something like that. And then I want to push the text back onto the rock. So we take push off, Let's push that back up. Say that's there. Okay, I now have the win on me. Or, hang on. This is getting really interesting. So I can now push text and is up there. We can get rock and is. Text is swap. This is very close. I can get what happens if I do that? Nothing really interesting happens. So, what am I doing wrong here? I can push... Let's push swap out of the way. We'll get rock as push. What was I doing earlier? Next is win. This is something... so I have the rock over the word is, and I think that I may want it over text. Then we have rock is push, text is swap. I can get is here. And then if I had the ability, so rock is now push, but rock is no longer push, so I die on it. Text is when. Alright, rock is no longer push, but I can't push all that over. So I can get that. It's so close, you know? I can push that over, but I just kind of want text to swap to not exist anymore. Text is swap. And then we want to get that into win. And I think maybe if I do rock is win, I can die immediately by doing that. If I could say that rock is push, but if I end up on the rock, then I die. So it's sort of like this is about the safest position I can be in here. I can push two things of text down at the same time, but the issue is that I want to have, if I have like win here, I have swap there, I have rock there. If I attempt to push the if I push the text like this way, text is swap, rock is win. I think I might be overthinking this because all I actually need to do is probably something like this. And then if I push... Oh, yeah. The thing is, anywhere I push the rock is going to immediately kill me. Unless I push from two text over. Almost. So, what if I... Okay, if I have the text set up like that, the rock will... Yeah, the rock just basically immediately murders me. something needs to be swap, something needs to be push, and then it needs to just kind of happen to line up so that I don't die immediately. I could say text is win, have that lined up. So at least text becomes win as soon as I die. Let's see. I think that instead of having is over the rock, I think that what I probably want to do is I probably want to have rock over the rock. So let's go ahead and get push. Let's get swap out of the way, and we'll get push there. We're gonna push. Rock is push. Crap. We can use text to push the rock is push out real quick. Well, oh god, we don't want to do that. Okay, so we want to use some other text to push that out of the way. And now we want to have rock is swap like that. Then text is win. We probably want to have somewhere down here. And then if I do that, then I've swapped positions with the rock. And I've pushed all of the text over. But what I think I want to do is have it actually on the other side. So rock is no longer swap. We're going to do push all the way through like that. Oh, crap. Nope. We'll do rock is win. We're going to push that all the way through. Maybe I just want to use swap. The thing is, I want to not have win over that. I mean, I guess I could. It's not really that big of a deal. But I really want to have swap in place of win, which actually I can just do like this. So now we have text set up like that. And what happens if I push the stuff like that? Well, we don't get any text on me. I mean, I can push there, which that's interesting. That's actually really interesting. I wonder what happens if I have text as push. If I do that, then okay, that doesn't really seem to lead anywhere. Okay. This is really interesting. Because I was able to get to a point where alright, that moves the rock out of the way. I think using text as swap was giving me a lot better results in the end. I feel like that was kind of leading me towards a more not losing path. So I had something like that. Text is still swap, so I have a bit of a problem there. So I can push the rock into place, and then I have rock and is over me. I can then do something like that. Nope. just die. Oh, hang on. That was interesting. That was kind of a cool little, maneuver. Okay. I have wind there. Oh, God. This is so close. Oh, man. This is so close. But it's not there. It's not there. And, what happens if I have rock as swap when I'm in this position? Jeez. Alright. Yeah, no text winds up on me in that spot. Let's see. Alright, well, I've been streaming way later than I should have, but I felt very, very grumpy about the level I was stuck on all night. So, I'm probably gonna just, like, stop now because I really need to stop. Otherwise, I'm not gonna take care of the things that I need to do. So, thanks for bearing with me on this one. I hope that, it got a lot more interesting after the first 2 hours. Lord knows I started having a lot more fun after the first 2 hours.